Hey folks, it is Saturday, September 23rd. The time is 3:40 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 21 degrees Celsius. And I am here on Front Street West, just in front of Union Station. And just across the street, the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. And for this one, I'll be heading on up to the Eaton Centre, where I have a reservation, or at least an assigned time slot to pick up a new item I'm buying. And that's something that was just released yesterday, so you might have already guessed what it is. Well, maybe I put it in the title and thumbnail of the video, so you probably already know through that. And I just finished recording a live stream. I made my way down to here in front of Union Station from Christie Pitts Park. And you can find that on the channel. That was kind of interesting. I walked south down Yonge Street and went past a couple of protests taking place. And tonight is Nuit Blanche, an all-night art festival running from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. And they've got Bay Street closed here, as they'll be installing some art installations. So I might be back tonight recording this area. This is a rare chance to see Bay Street closed off to traffic. So I think what I'll do is I'll just walk north up Bay Street as I make my way up to the Eaton Centre. I was planning on walking up Yonge Street. But this is a rare chance to see Bay closed off. That'll be right up through the heart of the financial district. And that's a look to the south. Scotiabank Arena is just a block to the south on the right. And that's the South Core district, south of Front Street. You could head down Bay Street here all the way down to the lake. Well, they worked that out. So I was on the fence about buying this item I'm on my way to pick up. I wasn't sure if I needed or wanted it. But ultimately I was having some problems with my iPhone 12 live streaming that I wasn't able to resolve. And I kind of like the fact that they finally moved over to USB-C, so I have reserved an iPhone 15 Pro, not the Pro Max. I think that one's a bit too big and heavy, especially since it'll be primarily going on a gimbal and being used for live streams. But I might make some walking videos with it as well. And I only got the 256 gig version as opposed to the 512 or 1 terabyte because it now supports USB-C and you get much faster transfer speeds, so you could just pop a thumb drive into the phone itself and transfer over video if it ever fills up. So the capacity isn't really a concern. I've always kind of hated the fact that Apple never had expandable storage on their phones, a trend other manufacturers soon followed. But this is north up Bay Street. And later tonight after 7 p.m., this will be a very different scene. I think there'll be 88 some odd exhibits throughout the city, as far away as Etobicoke and Scarborough and all the way up in North York. And I think the bulk of the exhibits will be downtown. Who's that guy pointing at? The sign here just says road closed. So it is 3:44. My pickup window is between 4 and 4:15. And the tower at Old City Hall is ringing. I think that bell goes off every 15 minutes. So I have 15 minutes to get to the Apple Store on time. And this is King Street. And there's, for at least the remainder of the year, the tallest building in the country. First Canadian place. I used to work up there, above the 50th story. And yes, the views were fantastic. So much so when I had company in town or just anyone visiting, I'd often bring them up to the office on the weekend and tell them to skip the CN Tower. And there used to be a famous view of the CN Tower here, but it is sadly obscured by that new teacher's pension plan building that has popped up between those TD Centre buildings. I wonder if this food truck will be part of the Nuit Blanche festivities. I think that guy is narrating his walk. This will be the disturbed landscape. And this building here was built as the Trump International Hotel and Residence. I don't know what the official name was, but that brand fell out of favor. It was sold to the St. Regis, who now operate it as a hotel. I have a video going up there that I recorded last year, if you're curious as to what those rooms and amenities are like. I said that last year or the year before. Everything kind of blurs all together. And this is Adelaide Street. And the city is redoing the streetcar tracks on Adelaide, as the Queen streetcar will be eventually diverted along here. And they're also moving the bike lanes to the north side. So Adelaide's kind of a mess right now.
I should have had all that shit with me, man. That's all it was.
One good thing about the new iPhone in Canada is that it still has a physical SIM card. I don't think I would get it if it was the American version, especially since it's not my primary phone. Since I'd be traveling with it and just getting SIM cards wherever I go, I think it'll be kind of annoying. Dealing with eSIMs, I've heard a lot of Americans try to get international versions, at least those that do streaming like I do. And that street has been resurfaced quite nicely. That was done as part of the Bay Adelaide North, or the third tower. I'm not sure what the official name is for it. This is Richmond Street. Maybe I should get out my reservation in my email here. Yep, there's a QR code. This will just be my secondary phone for live streaming, and I'll use it as a webcam during home streams as well.
We're near that one place. Remember that?
This display is already up. It's a bit of a political statement with this one. Over there is Nathan Phillips Square and New City Hall. I think there'll be some exhibits dotted around that area. Of course, straight ahead is Old City Hall, whose clock tower is taller than the Elizabeth Tower, which houses Big Ben in London. Queen Street North Sidewalk closed. All right, I guess we are going along the south side here. As the sounds of downtown echo. So Queen Street here is closed between Bay and Victoria to make way for Ontario Line construction. Apparently it's going to be like this for somewhere around 4 years. And the Queen streetcar has been diverted. It's currently running north on Dundas, but once the streetcar tracks are replaced on Richmond and Adelaide, it'll be diverted just south of here.
This one's way better. It's off by. Yeah.
All right, it is 3:54. Time to go to the Crapple store. which used to be up on the second floor here. I think it moved somewhat recently to this floor. It should be just up ahead, and I think there's a huge crowd in front of it. So all these people go nuts for the newest iPhone. I can't believe I'm buying it so close to its release date. Feel a bit like a sucker, but it's a work tool and a work expense. I'm justifying it that way. This line is for walk-in shoppers. That I am not. There's a line for people with reservations. Is this for people with reservations?
Yeah, what time is your reservation?
4 to 4:15.
Right that way. So make sure you have your ID with you.
All right, thank you. All right. We are in, probably won't record this pickup experience. I'll let you know how it goes once I am done. I'll also let you know how long it takes. It is currently 3:56. So for you, I'll be back in a minute. For me, I have no idea. Yoink, for now. Ta-da, got it. And it is 4:10. Didn't take that long. I actually asked him to refund the original credit card I used and put it on another credit card, just so I could get some Aeroplan points for the purchase. When I bought it online, I didn't have my Aeroplan card on me. So it was cool that they were able to do that. And this is the Blue Titanium 256 gig 15 Pro. And maybe I don't want to walk around with it just in my hand like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on over to Dundas Square, where I will wrap this up. Let me just throw this in my backpack, so I'll be back in a second. Done and done. As much as I like to clown on Apple, I've always had good experiences with the people in their stores. My iPhone 12 had a number of issues early on. The Lightning port stopped working, Face ID stopped working, and I had to get a whole lot of things replaced on it. Here, let's head out to Yonge Street. And they were extremely friendly and professional getting it fixed. And then when I lost one of my AirPods, I had to go get a new one. Same story, and same story today. Hopefully that's the last time I go to that store for a very long time. If you're wondering what my regular phone is, it is this guy, a 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old S20 FE that somehow still has 95% battery health. And it's still lightning quick. Does everything I need it to. The camera's really good. So I've resisted temptation to upgrade the regular phone as I head north up Yonge Street. Not sure why that truck is creeping out when it's got a red light. I don't think there's any Nuit Blanche exhibits planned for this part of Yonge Street tonight. Urban Outfitters, Idilao Hot Pot. And this is officially the first day of fall. I think I might be in that guy's photo. There's always a lot of buskers and that sort of thing just coming up ahead here. And for the second straight day, I end a video in Dundas Square, where squishmallows are being handed out, whatever those are. Did you get an iPhone 15? Let me know why or why not down in the comments. Again, I can't believe I actually got one, but the next time I go live, it should be with it, providing I get it set up and get my data-only SIM card working with it just fine. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.